Welcome back to GMA3. That's a look at the new film City of Dreams, which takes viewers inside the issue of labor exploitation.
Mira Sorvino is one of the executive producers of the film, and beyond being a producer, an Oscar-winning actress. She spent much of the last 15 years serving as a UN Goodwill Ambassador on the issue of human trafficking, using her platform to bring awareness. Please welcome Mira Sorvino.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thanks so much for being here with us.
Thank you for having me.
There's a lot of different types of human trafficking. This film focuses on labor exploitation. Why did you choose this subject?
Well, there have been so many films, and I've been in some of them, about child sex trafficking. This is one of the first major motion pictures to really focus on child labor trafficking. And in this story, our young hero is a boy who is convinced that he's going to go to a soccer camp in the U.S. and instead he's put into slavery in a sweatshop making fast fashion, and no personal liberty, fear of death and harm to himself, his family, and just seemingly no way out. And the nice part about our story is it kind of follows him as he attempts to self-exit, which many survivors of human trafficking actually are responsible for their own salvation in a way, but it really shines a light on this problem that is everywhere in the world and right here. Polaris Project has said that there are 28 different kinds of trafficking in the United States that they've documented from their hotline, and I hope we're going to post the hotline, because if anybody watching this feels like they are being sex trafficked or labor trafficked, they can call this number.
The hotline is up right now.
And they can also text "Be Free," and they will be connected to a confidential operator who will not reveal what is being told them to law enforcement until the survivor, the victim, wants to be connected to law enforcement. So that's really important. But yeah, we need to be aware when we buy goods, very often there is slave labor in the supply chain, and 35% of human trafficking victims worldwide, who make up about 50 million people per year, are children.
Wow.
So, you know, when we buy something really cheaply somewhere, very high chances that at the bottom of that supply chain there's a third-party contractor who's using slave labor to make that t-shirt or that part or whatever you're buying. So we really have to do more, and this film hopefully will ignite people's empathy to try and get involved in the fight against human trafficking.
Yeah, you're clearly an expert on this issue, and many people know you as an Oscar-winning actress, but you are an executive producer on this film. And what did you bring to the table, as it were, as an EP, knowing this issue so intimately?
I think the reason they wanted me to join the team is because of my passion to fight human trafficking. It's really almost like a second career for me, but mostly volunteer. And you know, I think that we want to use this film as a force for good. You know, it's crazy that in the world today, 1% of victims and survivors get out, 1%. And we can all change that. We can lobby our governments for stronger laws. We can, when we see something, we can report it. We can donate. We have a wonderful fund at the UN called the UN Victims Trust Fund, and it goes directly to help on the ground for survivors around the world. We're in 60 countries, and that website is endht.org. But I think that's why they wanted me here, because they knew that I would just get that message out there.
Yeah. And so it's such an important message. And aside from that, some may know you've been a UN Goodwill Ambassador for years.
Yes, since 2009.
Since 2009. What inspired you to do that, and what inspires you to keep going?
Meeting survivors. I've interviewed almost 100 survivors over the years, and they're incredible people, and they are just like you and me. They had a life that they were meant for, that is inside of them, their own destiny, and that has been stolen from them by the basest of profit motives. And just looking in their eyes and seeing the pain of the horrible things that are done to them, I kind of just committed myself to work more and more to try and get everyone in the world to become a modern day abolitionist and stop this. And it won't stop until we all get involved.
This film is based on a true story?
Yes, it was based on an El Monte case in the 90s of a group of Thai immigrants who were trafficked for labor trafficking in a sweatshop, and eventually it was people around the house that they were being kept in with razor wire outside that called it in, and they were rescued, and they worked with the group CAST, Coalition to Abolish Slavery and Trafficking, on that case. It's a historic case.
Wow. And so important that you say that and you share this information. Many of us don't even know this could be happening around us.
Right, we don't. You know, it's in nail salons, it's janitorial staffs, it's in hotels, it's in restaurants, it's in Christmas tree farms. You know, obviously migrant farm labor is rife for this. anywhere also where, you know, people are vulnerable, where they are, you know, economically struggling or have abuse in their past and they have trauma in their past. Traffickers know just how to exploit this.
Yeah.
Mira Sorvino, thank you so much for
Thank
being
you.
here with us and for talking to us about this.
Yes, and I just want to mention my husband and I are working on a film together, and we're so excited about it, called Baggage Check. And
Great.
they let me out to come and do this. So I had to.
Thank you to the team at Baggage Check.
Yes, we're grateful they let you out so much. And City of Dreams is streaming right now, including on Prime Video, YouTube, Apple TV, and Google Play.